Hey everybody, this is your man, the singing chef. La la! Hope you guys are doing great today. I'm glad you're joining me in the kitchen. Today, we're making another one of Darius Williams, or Darius Cooks, as many of us know him, one of his wonderful recipes. Tonight, we are making bacon and brown sugar crusted salmon and sauteed cabbage. All right, so here's what you're going to need. You're going to need 4 7 to 8 ounce portions of salmon. You can use a salmon steak. I like a salmon fillet because I hate bones. You're going to need salt and pepper. Simple. You're going to need 6 slices of bacon. You're going to need a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. You're going to need 2 cloves of garlic. I actually have 4 because I like garlic. And about 1/2 cup of olive oil. And that's basically it. And a head of cabbage. So grab your ingredients and come on back. Let's cook. And we're back. Okay, so what I've done, I'm going to turn my camera around so you can see. I'm just finishing up cooking the bacon here. And of course I have my trusty, what is this, Cuisinart pan, which I love. It's kind of multi-purpose. You can use it for a lot of different things. It's really going to be a one-pot deal. So I'm finishing up the bacon here. I cooked a pound of bacon because, you know, we like bacon in our house. But you only need about 6 strips for the crust, okay? So once this is finished cooking, I'm going to take the bacon out. I'm going to pour off some of the fat and reserve the other fat in here because I'm going to saute my cabbage in the bacon fat. All right, everybody. So the bacon is all cooked. It's all nice and done, nice and crispy. Look at that. All right. I drained off some of the bacon fat from my pan. Now what I'm going to do is I have taken my cabbage and I have just sliced it. You know, you quarter it, cut the core out, and then you just slice it. So it kind of looks like that. Easy peasy. Let me pull it back a little bit. There you go. Beautiful cover girl. Have my bullet out there because we're going to be grinding up the mixture for the bacon and brown sugar crust in a minute, okay? So with my pan nice and hot, I'm going to move this out of the way quickly. With my pan nice and hot, I'm going to start adding in my cabbage. Okay? That's the sound you want. Nice sizzle. Right? Start getting it in there. Right? Layer it in. Got about a medium head. You know, we like cabbage around here, so it won't go to waste. That much I can guarantee you. It looks like a lot in the pan, and when you're putting it in, only because cabbage is made up of a good amount of water, and so what happens is, of course, it's going to cook down quite a bit. Alright, so it won't be nearly this full. Alright, I'm just going to get it all in there. Alright, I am going to put my lid on it. I'm going to steam it a little bit. Alright, I want the cabbage good and steamed, so when I toss it around in the bacon fat, it absorbs all that wonderful flavor. We're going to season it with a little salt and pepper. I'm going to toss a little bit of white sugar in it just to kind of take the bitterness, because cabbage tends to be a little bit bitter in our mouths. So you want to take that bitterness away, okay? So we're going to let that cook, and then we'll be back very shortly. All right, so the timer just went off on my oven. I've got it preset to 350 degrees. I'm going to camera around here. Have these lovely salmon fillets. All right, not quite 8 ounces. I just went to my local Acme supermarket and got a nice a pound of salmon. It was nice because there's only 3 of us and we really don't eat a lot. So nice piece of salmon. But of course, this recipe calls for 4 7 to 8 ounce portions. Okay, these are maybe 6 ounces each, so not too bad. All right, I'm going to season them with, I just have kosher salt. Okay, I do enjoy kosher salt. All right, kosher salt and a little bit of cracked black pepper. You can't go wrong with a nice cracked black pepper. Okay, a little bit more on that. Okay, and, come on, there we go. So all seasoned. Now here's the thing. People think that salt and pepper is not seasoned. Trust me, it is. I promise you, you're going to get a lot of flavor because most of the foods that we cook, they already have a lot of natural flavors. You just want to enhance the flavors. You don't want to, you know, put too many other things in it. All right. And then we're also going to add the bacon and the brown sugar, which again enhances the fattiness of the salmon. Okay. I'm just going to set this aside for a minute because I'm not ready to put it in the oven just yet. All right. So it's just chilling out. All right, the cabbage is starting to cook down a little bit. All right, very good. Okay, so here we go. In my bullet, my magic bullet, I have 6 strips of bacon, 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 4 cloves of garlic, and half a cup of extra virgin olive oil, or EVOO as Rachel Ray says it. All right, I'm going to invert it, and I'm going to put it on my thingy here, and we'll see how that goes. Let's see. Okay, so my ninja's working, my bullet ninja, whatever you want to call it. Got to shake a little bit because I want to make sure that I get all of those garlic cloves. Hang on. All right, so after a couple of minutes of blending, this is what it's going to look like. All right, it's kind of looks like a paste. All right, the garlic and the bacon and the brown sugar, I promise you it's going to be amazing. All right, so what I'm going to do is move this out of the way and bring this back over here. All right, I'm going to bring that back over. I'm going to take a spoon and just kind of spread that onto my salmon there. Okay. Spread it onto the salmon. I'm gonna be generous because the olive oil in it, I have to switch because I'm a right-handed. So the olive oil in it is going to play nicely with the, yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Going to play nicely with the fat in the salmon. And the brown sugar is going to caramelize and crystallize really, really nicely. Okay. The garlic is just going to add so much flavor. All right, and the olive oil is also going to help it from drying out. Salmon, if it's overcooked, tends to be a little dry, which is really not the worst thing in the world. Salmon actually tastes pretty good dry, but the olive oil in it will help it to keep from drying out. Okay, just want to make sure I get all my sides here. Okay, spread a little bit on the sides there. Okay, see, very nice, very lovely. All right, and if you notice, I'm using a sill pat or a well, it's from Amazon Basics. You know, we're Amazon heads around here, but it is a silicone mat to protect my cookie sheet. All right, and it's actually pretty neat, nice and clean. All right, very good. Okay, so into the oven it goes. I'm gonna put it on the top rack for about 10 minutes. Oops, sorry, it's in there, top rack. 10 minutes. All right, I'll set my timer here. Cook time 10 minutes. I'll say 11 just to be safe. Okay, so we'll check back in 11 minutes. All right, had to come and check on the cabbage really quickly. It's starting to cook down right nicely. All right, I'm able to stir it around a bit. Okay, and as you can see, that bacon fat is starting to distribute through there nicely. All right, gonna let it cook a little while longer, and then I'll come back and season it. So since we have a couple minutes while things are cooking, you know, we got about another 5 minutes before the salmon is ready to look at. The cabbage is cooking nicely. Going to season it shortly. Just want to pop on and let you know that Tiny's Table is available for catering your events. Actually, we just printed our brand new catering menus. All right, I do have them in hard copy, but I also have them in digital form, and you are more than welcome to snag one. All right, and if you don't see your favorites on here, definitely let us know, and we would love to cook for you, whether it's just for your family, if you're having a small get-together, you know, we'll cook for you, drop it off, or you can pick it up, and yeah, you can enjoy Tiny's Table at your house. We do occasionally cook on the weekends. Now that I'm back to work during the week, I can't cook during the week, of course, but on the weekends, you know, we definitely can do some cooking events. All right, but I'm glad that you guys have joined me here at the Singing Chef and Tiny's Table. I'm really honored, and I want to thank everybody for their love and their support as we're continuing to do this. This is new for me. I'm not used to, you know, recording myself and chronicling myself cooking, I'm used to just getting in the kitchen and doing it, just making it happen, making it taste good for everybody to enjoy. But this is kind of a way for me to inspire others with my love of cooking. I absolutely love to cook. I'm passionate about cooking and passionate about food, and I want you guys to be just as passionate. As much as I love to eat out, I think it's 1,000 times better when you're at home and you're able to put your own ingredients in your own food and know what you're actually eating, and not have a bunch of prefabricated items on your plate, or items where you have no idea where they came from. And the truth of the matter is, when you go to the supermarket, you honestly don't know where all of those items came from, but you have control over what you can do with them. You make them work for your body. You make them work for your family. All right, stop giving your kids McDonald's every night. Stop feeding yourself Wendy's and stuff. Again, love those things in moderation. Don't eat out all the time. Cook. Especially now, this pandemic has taught a lot of us, maybe a new skill that we may not have had before. But I'm encouraging you to do something that your future self will thank you for, and that's cook. And so if I can teach you, I certainly am honored to do so. All right, certainly. Yeah, that's it for now. We got about 2 minutes before the timer comes on or goes off to tell me that our salmon is ready to come out. We'll check it and see if it's actually ready. Some people like their salmon a little pink inside. No. I don't like pink inside. I don't like my meat rare. I like it, at least medium well. I don't care if you think I'm crazy, but I don't care. That's fine. It's okay. I like what I like. You like what you like. If you like your salmon a little pink in the middle, of course you can take yours out right at the 8 or 9 minute mark and eat it, enjoy it. But I need mine cooked all the way through. It's fish, I'm a little skeptical, so I want to make sure the fish gets cooked all the way through. That's for me. All right, we'll check in 2 minutes, and I'll be back to talk to you some more. Okay, so the timer went off for the salmon. It looks good, but not quite done the way I want it to be done. Want it to get a little more color, and I want that crust to dry out a little bit, so it kind of resembles a crust. But look at that, isn't that beautiful? Gorgeous. All right, that's going back in the oven for another, we'll say 5 or 6 minutes. All right, back to the stove top, and our cabbage has cooked down quite a bit. While we were away, I took the liberty of seasoning it with a little bit of salt and pepper and a little bit of sugar, because cabbage tends to be bitter. Cabbage is one of those greens, very much like spinach and arugula and collard greens, that need a little something to take away that acidity. I like it, but sometimes it's too much. Okay, so what I'm going to do, see how much is cooked down. Remember, it was full to the top. Now it's cooked down quite a bit because a lot of the water has cooked out, and you see there's some liquid in the bottom. You see that? Yeah. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it cook for a few minutes without the lid to kind of let that water evaporate. All right, I turn my flame up just a little bit to help it along, and I'll let it cook for a little bit, and then we'll be back to plate. All right, folks, we're back, and we're finishing up. All right, around, salmon's out, it's done, it's beautiful. Ooh, look, lovely. Can't wait to sample that. Cabbage is done. All right, we'll plate it, and that'll be that. And here, ladies and gentlemen, is the finished product. Bacon and brown sugar crusted salmon on a bed of cabbage cooked with bacon. I can't wait to dig in. Listen, I hope you've enjoyed today's recipe. I definitely look forward to hearing your results. Send me your pictures, send me your videos, ask me your questions. Definitely come and check us out. www.tinys-table.com. You find us on Facebook and Instagram. Facebook is Tiny's Table, TINY''S, Table, TABLE. On Instagram, we are Tiny's, at the @ what do they call that thing? The @ I guess. Tiny's_table. All right. I look to hear from you. Let me know how your recipe came out. Let me know how you liked it. What can we do different? What would you like to see us cook? We'd love to hear from you. Talk to you real soon. Till the next time, I remain the singing chef. Be well.